Hey, this goes Chall the Bob built for theme parks, so welcome to the final video of today. Of course, you've seen our other videos today, which is the closed but not forgotten episode from the Beast Alton Towers, and our new, our debating topic technically, of what could be changed about the 2019 Twin Lakes Extreme Screen Park event. So this is another Coaster Chall review. Now tomorrow, we do have a video from the Universal Jason Bourne themed stunt show rumour for Universal Studios Orlando. That's going to be coming tomorrow. And I've got a couple more lined up. And of course, I'm in the process at the minute of scripting together the March promo, which is going to be released on the final day of February. So I hope you like that. Again, starting to struggle with my throat a bit now, so I'm going to have to get through this. Not as quick as possible, but try and get through it. So this Coaster Chall review is from Nemesis Inferno at Thorpe Park. Now this was a B&M inverted coaster that I did in 2015 and 2017. So let's go through it step by step. So starting with the queue line and station atmosphere. Out of 10 I'm going to be giving that a decent 6.5. I was thinking about 6 first and I thought, no, 6.5, I'm going to give it the extra mark. So starting off, as you're walking through under the sign into the wooden fenced, what's called cattle pen queue line, which is where it zigzags in and out, and it's not really a fully fledged themed queue line. That bit wasn't exciting. The fence looked a good quality fencing. Hashtag B&M fencing, B&M bargains. But no, it's a nice classic wooden fence, and then you go up a level, and you sort of see this like misty volcano kind of theming, like this little theming at the side of the staircase, which looked a bit good, especially if the smoke effects are working. That's something you've got to be a bit wary of, which is going to be interesting. So again, 6.5 out of 10 for station atmosphere and queue line. Of course, the station itself, apart from the soundtrack, there wasn't really anything else with the station. So again, 6.5 out of 10 for station and queue line atmosphere. Then the theming around the ride this time. So, theming around the ride, I'm only going to give it, this includes landscaping as well, I'm going to give it a decent 6, because there isn't really any theming around the ride. I mean, there's like a rockwork sort of thing as you come out into the lift hill, which is it's decent, I mean, once it's got mist effects working through, it's brilliant. And the same as when you're about to come into the station, there's a little bit of rock work here and there as you're coming in, so that was a bit good. But I think with Nemesis Inferno, it was mainly about the landscaping of the attraction. I think the landscaping works really, really well around the attraction. Nice planting, nice greenery. It feels like you're about to kick your feet against some of the plants in some of the turns and inversions. So that's why landscaping is going to get about a 6 for me in terms of theming and landscaping around the ride. The layout. Now, if we're talking about a ride experience, you'd be looking at a 7. If you're talking about extremism, we'd be talking about an 8. In terms of how extreme the layout looks off-ride. So I'm going to mix both of them together and give it a good 7.5 out of 10 for layout. You can see I'm struggling right now. Yeah, 7.5 out of 10 for layout, because I do think that the layout is quite strong. I think the layout is quite extreme off-ride. On-ride, it's comfortable in most places, but I think there's a few bits here and there, you know, dotted around. I think the roughest bit for me is the second corkscrew. And I don't even think that's even that rough. I just think it was a little bit jolty on the shoulders, the couple of rides that I had on it in 2015, and then the ride that I had on it in 2017. It was a little bit rough in that place again, but not as rough as it was in 2015, so they must have changed something or whatever. It was just a little too rough for the shoulders in that section in both years that I did Nemesis Inferno. But apart from that, it's a decent layout off-ride, it's a decent ride on-ride, so I'm going to give it a good 7.5 out of 10 for layout. Overall then for this ride, I'm going to give it 7.5 out of 10. I think it's a really decent ride. It's good for the UK, it's great for the UK. However, I think this is the $1 million question for the Berlin parks. Do I prefer Nemesis or Nemesis Inferno? And I'm going to go straight out and say I prefer the original, straight up, just because of the heritage, the originality. The good forcefulness that you get on the original, the force that you get on the other Nemesis is ish. I'll call it an ish. But overall, I think it's a decent ride for the UK. It's not better than the original Nemesis at Alton Towers, but I do feel as if it's an okay attraction. So, there we go. So, overall, I'm going to be giving this 7.5 out of 10. So, there we go. So, that is this video then, from Nemesis Inferno review at Thorpe Park. As I said, one of tomorrow's videos is going to be the news from Universal Orlando about a rumoured Jason Bourne themed stunt show going down to replace Terminator 2 3D, which closed back in 2017. So make sure you stay tuned for that video, which I pre-recorded. Make sure you stay tuned on the 27th of February, the last day of February, for the channel promo of what's to come in March, which includes a very special video which will be released on Saturday, 2nd of March 2019, from an announcement from Tampa, Florida. Those of you who have seen the Busch Gardens Tampa updates will know what that means. Also tomorrow there's going to be another brand new video from Pleasurewood Hills, because they've announced today on their Instagram and their social media accounts they're going to be making an announcement tomorrow at noon. So make sure you stay tuned for that one, because I've got a feeling they'll be fully announcing the classic ride returning for 2019. Of course, only a day or two ago, I released my video predicting what I think the classic ride coming back is, whether it's going to be Rattlesnake, Tempest, Troika, Tide Traveller, Hobbs Pit. I personally said I wanted either Tempest or Hobbs Pit, possibly the Enterprise, because I didn't believe Rattlesnake. I didn't believe Rattlesnake was going to come back because they couldn't get the parts for it. That's why they closed it in the first place. Again, even though I did say with caution, whether they've got the parts for it now, maybe that's why they could be announcing Rattlesnake tomorrow, that it's going to come back. I don't know. We'll start to see with that one. So, they could surprise them, they could bring all the rides back. I don't know. Probably not. But thank you very much, guys, for watching this video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, click notification bell so you never miss a video. And I almost forgot, a big shout out to Coaster Course. You wanted to shout out in the next video, when you commented on the previous video from Twin Lakes. So a big shout the Beast video, because I've not forgotten. Big shout out to Coaster Course, and thank you for your shout out. Like I said, if you want a shout out in the next video, drop a comment on this video. I'll put your name in the shout out. Obviously the Universal video is pre-recorded, so it'll be on the Pleasurewood Hills video. If you want a shout out in the video, again, comment down below, I'll write your name on the list and I'll give you a shout out. But of course this time there's only one shout out, and that is to Coaster Course. Thank you very much. My name is Coaster Chall. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell so you never miss a video. Keep living the coast life, my dudes, and I'll see you guys in the next video soon. Take care, have an awesome day, my friends.